Hello everyone, welcomes to my Sister Wives Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Before her death, Janelle Brown was worried about her son's mental health. On Tuesday, Janelle Brown shared the heartbreaking news of her son Garrison Brown's passing on social media. She has been transparent about her worries about his mental state in the months before he committed suicide. Garrison was apparently sadder and angrier than normal because of a tense relationship with his father, Cody Brown. See what Janelle Brown had to say regarding the various indicators she had noticed prior to her son's passing by reading on. The Flagstaff Police Department confirmed that a self-inflicted gunshot wound was the cause of Garrison Brown's death. He was just 25. On Tuesday, March 5th, the Sister Wives actress announced her son's loss on Instagram. Janelle begged that everyone respect the family's privacy during this trying time and quickly turned off the comments. Cody and Janelle released a statement together regarding their son's demise even though they had not seen each other in almost 2 years. She shared a pair of pictures of Garrison Brown. In one, he was dressed in his army uniform, whereas in the other, he was beaming and carrying a knapsack. Cody and I are deeply saddened to announce the loss of our beautiful boy Robert Garrison Brown, Janelle wrote as the post's caption. For everyone who knew him, he was a source of happiness. We shall be left speechless at the void his loss has left in our lives. Please respect our privacy and join us in paying tribute to his memory. It's true that before Garrison died, his mother expressed concerns about his mental state. My concern is for the mental well-being of my boys, stated Janelle Brown. Everything affects Gabriel emotionally and intensely. He is the child who stays silent, though. Garrison doesn't seem as upbeat as he once did, instead, he seems more furious or depressed. Garrison was not close to his father at the time of his death. During the COVID-19 pandemic, Garrison and Cody's relationship deteriorated since they couldn't agree on rules to follow in order to keep everyone healthy. Both Garrison and Gabriel Brown have spoken out about how they felt that Cody Brown was using the guidelines as an excuse to spend more time with Robin. Janelle remarked at the time, they have long believed that Cody's attention, his time, everything, was spent, mostly at Robin's house, even when we lived in Vegas. They believe Robin has been given genuine priority. Therefore, they are a little dubious of this COVID situation where he is at her house, because she is willing to go by his regulations. Individual fight. According to his housemates, Garrison Brown of Sister Wives battled depression and addiction in the weeks leading up to his suicide. Robert Garrison Brown, 25, was found dead on Tuesday morning following a self-inflicted gunshot wound, according to his younger brother Gabe, 22. When Garrison stopped returning texts on Monday night, their mother Janelle reportedly called the police, and Gabe went over to his apartment. Officer Danny Warden spoke with his roommates after Flagstaff police were called to the site following the finding. More information has now been made public after Garrison's 3 roommates discussed their whereabouts and mental health with police officers. The U.S. Sun has received a copy of the police report, in which Garrison's roommates Tyler, Cheyenne, and Addison detailed their accounts of the events leading up to the tragic event on Monday night. The officer noted in his letter, Addison said he's talked to Garrison about his recent depression. He stated that Garrison is an alcoholic and drinks every night. The night before Garrison committed suicide, Addison claimed they had a conversation in which Garrison seemed to be intoxicated. Addison claimed that despite their extensive time together, nothing Garrison said ever sparked a red flag. Addison said that he knew that Garrison was having problems with his ex-girlfriend and that he was not a very happy person, the report continued. Cheyenne, Garrison's other roommate, confirmed Addison's account of the reality star's hardships. She said that she had been speaking with the Sister Wives star more frequently lately, despite the fact that they had only ever met in passing. She stated that she talked a little more in depth with him about how he was struggling with drinking and his depression surrounding that, the statement from the police continued. Concerns about Garrison's welfare were raised by his last texts the day before the terrible event. Following her son's passing, his 54-year-old mother, Janelle, spoke with investigators, the police report states. The TV star told authorities that she had found troubling communications from her son, sent just prior to the incident. Janelle claimed that Garrison had texted a group of persons that collaborate with the Brown family on their TLC program. "I want to despise you for sharing the happy times," according to the message. "However, I am unable to. I long for these bygone days." She informed authorities that she contacted her son after discovering Garrison's odd text, but he only responded for a short while before stopping. Gabriel, his younger brother, promised to check on him when she called her other children. As Gabriel reached Flagstaff, Garrison had already passed away. Supporters are pleading with TLC to axe sister wives as the Brown family deals with Garrison's passing. Many talked about the death of Janelle and Cody Brown's son on Reddit. "The program must be completed. It is unfathomable to deal with losing a child. The loss of a child has no name. I'm really sorry for them." One person said, "As viewers, we shouldn't want to watch this family grieve this tragedy. I was taught you love in private and you grieve in private. No one should be watching," they continued. "What the family want will determine this in totality and entirety." Another said, "I could see them not wanting to drag this onto TV." Another added, "I think it should be cancelled. Frankly, I thought another season was wrong before hearing the terrible news about Garrison. After the young man's passing, it's unclear where the show will go." At the time of his death, Cody Brown and Garrison were not on good terms. Cody Brown, star of Sister Wives, and his late son, Garrison Brown, were not at peace. Following a tense relationship, supporters weren't clear where the father and son stood. As it happened, when Garrison was discovered dead in his house, there was no closure. Continue reading for further information. Janelle Brown, his mother, and Christine Brown, his father's previous second wife, were both adored by Garrison Brown. With the 12 children that Janelle and Christine had, they had formed a close-knit family. Given that 2 of his siblings had expressed interest in moving in with him, it was obvious how much they adored Garrison. There was a scenario in which Gwendolyn and Gabriel discussed leasing agreements and moving into his house. Considering that his father, Cody Brown, nearly drove him out, it made logical for him to bring family members in. Garrison had moved in with his mother throughout the epidemic in order to accumulate funds for a down purchase. He had the necessary documents to be able to work, and he was working. Regretfully, Cody thought Garrison and Gabriel were dangerous and wanted them removed. The arguments persisted, and eventually the boys had to make amends in order to spend future vacations with Cody and his wife, Robin Brown. Janelle and Christine Brown, their other siblings, are who they would prefer to be with. Did Cody ever patch things up with his kid before he committed himself, then? They remained distant and regrettably never reconciled before Garrison passed away. They hadn't really spoken since the COVID era, in my opinion. There was definitely no buddy-slash-buddy hangout or camaraderie, as far as I can tell. To be honest, I have no idea when they last interacted. I'm aware that their last significant interaction was when they got together and got into a heated dispute in front of the camera. This was verified by TMZ. Janelle Brown revealed to the police that Cody Brown and Garrison remained distant. Following the news of Garrison Brown's passing, fans have taken aim at Cody Brown as well as his surviving spouse, Robin Brown. They are berating and dissecting the couple, holding them accountable for Garrison's premature passing at the age of 25. Eventually, someone began a Reddit thread in which other users begged fans to stop specifically criticizing Cody. They felt that Cody was already going through enough pain, now was not the time to add insult to injury. With any luck, this will result in mending fences and opening out to his other kids.